Okay, it's gonna be crazy. This is gonna be crazy, man. Okay. We're gonna pop.
And if I'm not the soul of your design, I blatantly decline your remedy.
Hi everyone, Indez here. Today I'm gonna show you exactly the build that I think it is the best for free-to-play, and pretty much every Demon Hunter I think they should be using this. This is a build that also Keys made a while back, so I feel like it is great. It uses the daring swing, is the one that you're gonna be able to jump around, the spinning chakram, we have the escape and the strength. So these are the builds, and also of course we are using the explosive. So the essence that we are gonna use for the headpiece, it's gonna be the best discretion. This one is gonna make that your escape cooldown is gonna reduce by 1.45 seconds each time that you take damage, and this one, it is probably one of the most broken instances when it comes to the escape, because it literally, if you have a dot on yourself, it just allow you to keep dodging around, keep dashing, and together with the secret safeguard, which gives you a shield, it's gonna allow you to like keep respamming, restacking less shield over and over, and you stop taking damage. It's very, very powerful. Let's go here also, since we're talking about the escape, the escalating violence. This one no longer, now you're gonna launch forward, damaging and immobilizing the enemies. This is something that I'm gonna still trying to get better at it, because like we do this, whenever you cross between the target, you're gonna immobilize him, and is actually very, very strong. So these three answers, please try to put your awaken slots right here. You want to have this 30% cooldown reduction on the escape, so you have the dashes on all the time. When the chest, we have the Radella. This one, each time that the strafe deals damage to the enemy, it's gonna pretty much, you're gonna increase the damage that you do up to 30%. It ramps up very fast because you do a lot of damage very fast with the strafe. Then we have the unrelating further. This one is gonna increase the duration of your strafe by 39%, also pretty good. We have the turmoil. This one, the strafe now is gonna start launching some rockets and damage the nearby enemy. Then we are using the Electron Luna. This one, it is gonna be responsible for now your chakra become like a wind blade, and if you have the rolling consequence, also you're gonna trigger firestorm. It is this one. This is probably one of my favorite abilities when it comes to Demon Hunter, because it's gonna give you like a huge CC. It is very powerful, especially inside the idol, so I really enjoy. Also, it's gonna help you to kite, which you're gonna be needing a lot. Then we have the CG card. This one, it is gonna be responsible for your strafe now randomly pierce through shots at nearby enemies. And if you notice, let's count, because we are using Awaken Slots, how much damage increase we have also on the strafe. We have 10% here, we have another 10% here, and we have another 10% here. And I think if we are using the Awaken Slot here, which we probably should, so I actually I think because we don't need the chakram damage increase. So you know what I'm gonna do, I'm literally gonna optimize it like right now, and by doing this, I think we're gonna get 10% more damage on the strafe. Oh my god, like 40% increased damage on the strafe, just because we are using the Awaken Slots. Remember that these Awaken Slots, they aren't nerfed inside the battlegrounds, which makes like extremely more powerful. Then of course, like here on the secondary items, we are using the 4 pieces features, that the 2 pieces to increase the beneficial effects. So we're talking about rolling consequence, all your legendaries is very, very good. And then we are also increasing our attack speed by 30% for you and every party member around you. Then the other one, it is the 4 pieces glooms. The 4 pieces glooms, it is so powerful. You are dashing around, you're swinging around, and you are pretty much always gonna have 15% more damage increase and 22.5% crit. So whenever you dash or whenever you're gonna daily swing, you see here all these buffs, they're gonna increase. Like, it's just like you have them pretty much all the freaking time. So let's dive in now into what I think it is like my optimal set for what I have right now. I'm also gonna give you like some tips that Keys gave me that probably if you are a Demon Hunter and if you're a main Demon Hunter, you can actually do. So instead of Fervent's Fang, you can go with the Carson, which is the one that increases the attack speed, but I don't have it. I use the Fervent's Fang. I personally prefer it because it's a more universal gem. So whenever you do damage to the target, it stacks up to a 13% increased damage. Then we have the more Mother's Lament. This one is going to increase our critical hit chance by 20%. Then we are using the Pain Clasp. This one is going to increase your damage by 10% whenever you have a poison, the bleed, the burning on that target. And it doesn't need to be your own burning or poison. If someone inside the battlegrounds uses on the target, you also going to benefit from this damage increase. Then we are using also the Viper's Bite, the Roiling Consequence. This one, it is so broken. It's going to increase your crit. It's going to give you a buff that every time you do damage, you're going to burn the enemy. It's going to like create multiple explosions. And if you're burning the target, you also get an additional 3% more critical hit chance. So it means like we have a lot of critical hit chance. And as a Demon Hunter, that's pretty much your role inside the battleground. Bloodsoaked Jade increase all your damage, but mainly we want to have this one, the increase your movement speed by 2. Morning Skull, this one, it is something that probably because we are using Demon Hunter, maybe you can replace with something else, but I still think because this is a build that you want to dive into your players, that Morning Skull is still comes like very clutch. And then we're using the Everlasting Torment to just whenever we crit, we get an extra like a dot. So optimizations, like I said, you can use the attack speed, but also if I could, I would replace the Everlasting Tournament with the Trickshot Gem. If you guys don't know what is the Trickshot Gem, I don't know if I have one, but it is the gem that pretty much is going to allow you to increase the duration of your strike. So whenever you're doing this, the channeling duration is going to be increased, and that also is going to be able for you to output more damage inside the battlegrounds. If it is required, no, it's not required, but it's gonna definitely make your build so much better. Then on the Paragon, I'm using the Gladiator. This is what I'm using, the Cheat Dead with the Uncontrollable and Overpowered Grizzly. And to the Victory, I think like this setup, it is pretty decent. I think it works the best for me. Then of course, like when it comes to the Familiar, there's only one option. You just select one pet that it has this Savior, and you're gonna be pretty much done. For the Warband Room, you always want to go in my opinion, of course, like you want to go with a Protector, because you want to go here with the Shepherd's Burden. It's going to increase your size by 15% and it's going to make you walk faster. So this is the overall overview on the build. I really freaking like it. So let's dive into the action. So if you guys enjoyed this build, don't forget to leave a thumbs up, a like, comment, and let's dive into, and I see you on the battlegrounds. Thank you for watching. Catch you guys next one. Peace.